everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So this is going to be a little crazy tonight because I'm going to do this duel um, because my laptop drank my wine the other night. It was crazy. Oh, I had to take it in for service. It was drunk. And so hopefully I'm getting it back on Tuesday, which will be really great. And honestly, I really, if you'd have talked to me before all of this, I would have told you I don't use my laptop that much. I mostly use my iPad and my phone. Well, I'm going to change that. Okay, I use my laptop a ton. All right, and so I miss my laptop a lot. So we're going to have a good night, anyways, because I have got this, I think, pretty organized. So let's get it started. I'm going to first do this. Yeah, we'll see, huh? Stop the video on that one. Okay. And then over here, I'll start that up when I'm ready for it. But most importantly, I just want to be able to keep track of what I'm doing and making sure it's working. All right. And so I also have a puppy in here that you might hear growling or barking or going crazy or doing the zoomies. So if you hear that, you know I'm normal. It's it's in my office. Oh, look, my daddy's plaque. My daddy, he passed away in 2018, and I found in all of his stuff a certificate of recognition for sales. He was a preacher, but when he put himself through college, he sold a lot of different things. And this is from selling encyclopedias. And so I loved it. And my son framed it. It was like it put it in a very old looking frame. Very sweet of him, very thoughtful. That was Justin, for you that know my boys. Um, all right, so let's first thing we're going to do is turn it over to Ellen. Ellen is going to talk to us about she's got some great training and thinking forward. If you know, I've got my pink on already. I'm starting to think pink. If we're getting ready to go into October. And so let's turn it over to Ellen. She's going to share with us a pay it forward party. Great training you need to hear. Take it away, Ellen.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, Pam. This is something that I absolutely love. I've done it many years. I know Loretta has also done it. Her and I have both done this training. We both have participated and ran our own pay it forward campaigns. And this is the time of year to start thinking about that, right? So here's what I want you to think about, right? When it comes to any sort of a campaign or any sort of a promotion that you want to run in your business, whether you're a leader, you're running it for your sales force, or if you are working your personal business and creating a campaign around your personal business, there are a couple key things. And one of them is to keep it as simple as possible. Because you're going to want to be able to communicate it in a very simple way. When you're like, well, there's this and there's that, and if this happens, we do this and this and this, it just gets to be too much and it confuses people, and a confused mind says no. And the more you talk, the more it sounds kind of scammy too. And so you want to keep it as simple as possible. And the other thing is timing, right? So the timing of this is a great time of year to do some sort of a pay it forward campaign with the holidays coming up. And Record Breaker is fantastic because you can kind of start it in Record Breaker and run it through, October or mid-October, even through November, and then into December to kind of finish your sales year really strong. And this gives you a reason to talk to people, and it gives people a reason to want to help you, right? Because if you go to somebody and you're just like, hey, I got this sales goal and I'm trying to reach by the end of the year, yes, some people might help you, like your mom or your best friend, right? But when you're talking to complete strangers and you're talking about paying it forward to a needy family or a family that's fallen on hard times, that can take you so much further than talking about your own personal needs, right? And then also the third thing is share it with as many people as you know. All right. So here's what I want to kind of give you a big picture, and then we'll kind of narrow it down, right? So the idea behind it is you can decide what it is that you're wanting to donate, right? So a lot of times I do 10% of my commissions, right? Or 15% of my commissions during this time period. So whatever the time period is that I decide, if I decide it's going to be from October 15th through December 15th, great. Then my 2-month time period, I'm going to donate 15% of my profits to the Pay It Forward campaign. And so what I like to do is I like to choose, I like to pay it forward to a needy family, a family that's fallen on hard times, whatever it is. And the reason why people want to get involved and help you is because if they get involved and they help you by dating a party, by collecting orders, or placing an order over $100, then they get to nominate somebody for the campaign, right? And so it's absolutely beautiful, because when I go to parties and I'm talking, I just do my regular old party, right? And then when it comes to the dating, I say, okay, here's the exciting part. This is the time of year that I like to pay it forward. And here's some of the things I've done in the past. And since you haven't done this before, you could say, and this is what it's going to look like, right? So you can say, this is what it's going to look like. On December 15th, I am going to draw a name, and whichever family I draw, I'm going to draw 1 through 3 names. It depends upon how many donations I get. It depends upon how many people get nominated and things like that, as to if I'm going to do 1 or 3. And just say, and when I draw their name, I am going to talk to the person that nominated them and figure out what their needs are, right? Some people you're going to be delivering a holiday meal complete with everything, right? Some people, they maybe need some toys. So you're going to deliver some toys. You know, some people, they may need Tupperware. And so you're going to deliver Tupperware, right? Because maybe they had a house fire or something like that, right? And so the person that nominates them helps you and partners with you to get whatever it is that this family is lacking, right? And so you create the campaign that gives back to a family in your local community and gives your customers and hostesses an opportunity to enter a family they know who's experiencing hardship in your Pay It Forward drawing. And they get to nominate a family when they place a $100 order, if they collect orders that reach $100 or more, or if they host an in-home or virtual party, right? So those are the 3 ways that they can nominate a family, and offer something special, right? Offer something special to your guests, hostess, friends that either collect the $100 or host a party or whatever. And something that you can do is you can do your own drawing for the people that do that help in any way, shape, or form. You can do your own drawing for them, and maybe they get a small piece of Tupperware, right? Maybe they get, a couple of things that you have. Maybe you've placed orders and you've gotten several thank you gifts. You can put them all together in a nice little package and give that to them, right? So it costs you bare minimum, but it's a nice gift for these people as a thank you for participating in this and nominating a family, right? But find a comfortable way to talk to people about your Pay It Forward campaign without being salesy. So what it might be is, host your own holiday VIP event, early December or late November, and invite everyone and who, that's a really comfortable way to talk about your Pay It Forward campaign, because what you want is a conversation with others. And when you invite others to something special, it sets the stage for that conversation, right? And so you really can think outside the box. You can do your own VIP event, inviting all of your VIPs. You can, talk to your host. And the thing is when your host is excited about nominating a family, they're going to be even more excited about getting the datings for that party, getting the sales for that party. And they're going to be more excited about inviting people to the party, being like, hey, I'm doing this party because they're doing this Pay It Forward campaign, and I'm nominating Judy because, she had a house fire and she lost absolutely everything. And now they're struggling. And I think I'm going to nominate her family to get some Christmas gifts, right? And so she's excited, she's talking to people, and then she's like, and if you date a party off of me, you can nominate my friend Judy too, unless you have somebody else, right? And so, so it just gives people want to help other people, and they want to, they want to be able to talk about that, right? And they also want to invite people to a party, but you're giving them a reason besides, hey, come to my house, order some Tupperware so I can get some for free, right? I've even had people that host the parties and they donate their free and half price items to the cause, right? They're like, I don't really even want anything. Can I order this stuff in for somebody else? And I'm like, absolutely, absolutely. And so you can figure out what that looks like to you. But the cool thing that happens is I have had people that flat out normally do not ever host Tupperware parties, and they're into it. They're totally into it because they want to help other people, and they will happily host a party when the proceeds or something is going towards somebody else. And it feels absolutely amazing when the delivery time comes. And I've done it where I've showed up at their house with stuff. I've done it where I gave them like a ton of gift cards, almost like a gift card bouquet, to local restaurants, because that's what they needed, because somebody was battling cancer and they were having a hard time getting food on the table at night, and they just needed like fast stuff they could order. I've done it with toys, with a family that needed some toys for all of their kids and like clothing for their teenagers and things like that. And so I used the money that my 15% that I had set aside from my own personal commissions, and use that to be able to purchase those things for them. So there's so many different ways you can do it. So get excited about the idea of promoting this for your customers at your parties, away from your parties. You can promote it on Facebook. You can do all of those things in your VIP group. There's so many cool things you can do with it, and make your decision. What is it that you're going to be donating? What's the percentage, right? And then what does it look like, right? What does that look like as you're talking to people? And so that's just what I like to do, is those things, but you can make a decision and donate other ways. Before I was in Tupperware, I did something like this with the company I was with before. And what I did was I offered part of my commission, if they wanted to date a party, offered part of my commission to the charity of that host choice. And so that was another way that I did a pay it forward campaign. And it was super simple, because it was just like, I'm going to give this % to the charity of your choice. You send me the link of where I'd make the donation, and I will make that donation for you at the end of your party. And that helped date parties. And so this time of year, everybody's always thinking about ways that they can give back. And a lot of times they want to give back, but they don't necessarily have the money to give back. But this is a great way for them to be able to leverage our money, right? To be able to give back and feel good about that. And it's a great way for us to be able to promote our businesses and grow our businesses in a pay it forward type of a way, because there is an entire generation of people that care extremely much about what a company gives back. And this generation of people, they will also they will pay more for companies that give back, instead of like, well, I'm going to buy it from here because it's the cheapest. They're like, no, I'm paying from this company because I believe in what they give back to in the community and all their philanthropy and things like that. And so you can be that difference, right? You can be that person. They're like, well, I mean, I love buying Tupperware, but I like buying from Ellen because she gives back 2 months out of the year by doing this pay it forward campaign. So you can get that reputation as somebody that gives back. So I just wanted to share that with you. I do have some graphics that I'm going to recirculate into the champion group. And thank you, Loretta. These are Loretta's graphics. Because she made them up a couple years ago, and I was like, these are perfect, and it actually explains step by step how to do everything and all of that. So I'm going to post those, and I'm going to tag you, Loretta, as a thank you. This is me sharing your shine. All right, so take it away, Pam.
All right, thank you. Do you guys just love that? You know, we're telling you about this kind of stuff now because if you're new and you've never done any of this, it is time for us to start thinking of this stuff now, because we plan these now to hold in October and to close in October. And there's other things we're going to show you tonight to plan now, to hold in October and close in October. And some of those things you want to be ready to submit as soon as October starts, because we know that what happens to some of our best priced items. They go really fast and you don't want to wait. So some of these events you need to be holding now so they submit in that very first week. So thank you so much, Ellen, Ellen, Ellen. All right. And so I don't want to confuse you because I want to keep your head in September, but at the same time, I want you to know that you should be holding dual parties right now. You should be holding September Tupperware parties and selling from the flyer and using the sales specials that we have going on that will be ending in October. Plus, you can have a now and later. So, in other words, you have what they can order now and what they can order later. And encourage people to submit an order twice on one party, or go ahead and have that second party in October. And so people will do that. If you suggest it and say, a lot of people do this and just act like it's the norm, guess what? They believe it and they do it that way. And it does become the norm. I will tell you, for years, I would change my schedule from working. My husband changed from 3 to 11, 11 7, 7 to 3. And when I need a daytime party, I would go out and say, hey, whoa, sorry, dog. I would go out and say, people, when I would be at my Tupperware party, I would say, you know what, I'm looking for daytime get togethers. I'm looking for afternoon delights and evening socials. So whatever's good for you is going to be perfectly okay with me. I will share with you one of the most popular parties right now are our morning brunches, where I come to your home and by 10 o'clock, I am there. We've had a pastry, and I'm doing the demo out by gone by 11. All right. And so you might like that for you and your friends as well. And so it's just really fun. And I will tell you, suggesting is 90% of that. We don't push anybody. We just always suggest what is going to work in our benefit as well, as far as the schedule goes.
I just want to say thank you to Ellen, because yes, you need to start thinking about those pay it forward parties now. Okay. You don't want to wait till December or end of November or whatever. You want to be ready now. So make sure you check out the posts that she posts, and just think about where can you give in your community. Maybe it's your church, maybe it's a local food bank, just an animal rescue. I mean, there's so many places that need okay, in so many different ways, and there's lots of different ways that we can give. So right now, October, everybody's thinking pink and they usually think breast cancer, so maybe that's your charity of choice. But start thinking now about paying it forward, and it's such a satisfying gratification to give, guys. It's so.
Okay, well, let's go to Loretta. Loretta, you've got some great things to share with us this evening on your spice demo. Let's share that spice demo. It's time.
Okay. All right, guys. So let's spice it up. Okay. I'm telling you one of my favorites. Okay. And I have lots of them, but I'm telling you the spice set right here. And we do not have this opportunity all the time. I mean, we haven't even had the small spice shakers. We haven't had the carousel. And so I would not wait. And if you don't have them yourself, you need to stock up on them. Because once you have them, you're going to sell them, because you're going to fall in love with them, and you can do your TikToks and your reels and whatever with your spice shaker carousel. Okay. So right now we have the carousel, guys. It's so small. Okay. But you can fit 16. Okay. This one's driving me crazy because it's crooked. There we go. 16 spices on here. Okay. 8 of the large ones on the bottom, 8 of the small ones on the top. Okay. And did you know you can take those small ones and double them up, okay, and make room for more. So whatever works for you in your pantry, however you're using your spices, and you can make this 24 spices. You can make it 32 spices, whatever works for you. Okay. Oops, don't spin too fast. I actually have three spice carousels. Yes, I do. Okay. I'm telling you, if you want your foods to taste a little healthier, not healthier, sorry, take that back. If you want to spice up your dinners, your lunches, and you want your kids and your husband to eat, you need to add some flavor. Okay. So spices will bring out the natural flavors of your meats and vegetables and enhance them without adding calories, but adding vitamins, nutrients that you need and want. Okay. So lots of health benefits with your spices. So we got the 4 ounce. You got your 4 ounce shaker right here. And our spice shakers have 2 sides to them. Okay. So one side, and I meant to bring a teaspoon up here, is your teaspoon leveler. Okay, so right here, you get a teaspoon down the side of there, and you can level it right there. So if you're a baker and you need exact measurements, you have that little leveling side right there too. Okay, and if you need a tablespoon, how many teaspoons does it take? Who knows? Right in the chat. Who knows how many teaspoons in a tablespoon? All right. Yay, very good, Bonnie and Stephanie. Thanks, Stephanie. All right. So so that's your 4-ounce size right there. And of course, here is your 8 ounce. Okay, that's your large one. Okay. So usually I use these for your my most used spices get the larger spice shakers. Okay. Mine not so used, or they don't go as fast, are going to go into my smaller spice shakers. Okay. The less air, the better. And that's the same theory as your modular mates. All right. So your spice shaker sets are your companion to your modular mates. What they do for your modular mates are going to do for your spices. And did you know that spices are like the most expensive product in your pantry? They are. They're more than gold. Okay. So you want to make sure you're keeping them fresh for longer. And when you buy those jars at the grocery store, okay, and they're really pretty and they're really cute, and you use them once, and like, don't you feel guilty throwing away this perfectly good jar? Okay, I do a lot of recycling, but still, okay, if you are fortunate enough, and you can also go online and buy in bulk, I highly suggest buying in bulk. And I'm going to share just a little chart with you guys. Let me pop this up for you guys. Hold on a second. Share my screen. Here we go. And let me find the right picture. Here it is. Okay, guys, this was done pre-COVID and a few years before that. Okay, so I priced out at the local grocery store, and I'm not talking about crazy spices that you never use. All right, cayenne pepper, black pepper, chili powder, cinnamon, nutmeg, oregano. These are things that you usually are going to be using. Okay, I priced them out. And I usually, when I'm doing my live demonstrations, I go right to these numbers right here. I tell them, if I would have bought these 16 spices at the local grocery store, okay, it would have cost me $742 to fill up my spice rack. Guys, and then I have them guess, how much do you think? Okay, and I'm fortunate enough to live near an Amish community, and they have the bulk food stores, so I go there. Okay, there's also online buying in bulk and all that. Okay, and you can find your favorites. Okay, $122. That is a $600 markup. Okay, that's crazy insane. All right, and because how much are those bottles? How much are they? They're a little 1/2 ounce, 1 ounce container, right, guys? Those little, I want to say the M word. You know what I'm talking about, okay? Plus, when you open up that spice jar, they say they're probably going to stay fresh maybe a month or 3 months, okay? In our Tupperware spice shakers, guys, you're going to have your spices fresh for not just months. You can have them fresh in here for years, just like your modular mates, okay? So notice the sides of these are a little frosted, okay? That is so the light doesn't hit your spices and wears them down, okay? I don't know if that's the right word, but you know what I'm talking about, okay? The other thing, if you want to test your spices, if you rub them in your hands, they don't have the aroma, like your nutmeg doesn't smell like nutmeg, then it's probably too old, okay? So you want to get rid of that. How many of you guys have spices as long as you've been married? Anybody? Who's been married for 10 plus years? I've been married for 30 years. I think I finally got rid of them all, okay? They're all my Tupperware containers now. Also, look how nice and organized. You're going to feel so happy. When you declutter, you can focus better. So when you're making your recipes, you can quickly go and find all the spices you need, okay? Really quickly. So I highly suggest these cute little labels. All right, you can get the pre-printed labels. I think you can find them on Amazon. Before that, I used a label maker. Okay, you could use a Sharpie if you really wanted to. But I don't have very good handwriting. So, because it's 6 in the morning when you think you're sprinkling the cinnamon on your son's oatmeal, and it really was Chipotle seasoning, and he's yelling at you, and I'm like, yeah, and he goes, no, Mom. Guess what he got for breakfast? Yeah, we had to go to McDonald's. All right. So all your spices start looking alike. So unless you want to poke your finger in every single spice container, you definitely want to label them. Okay. So not only for spices, I love these for lots of other things. Okay. How about baby powder? Yeah, you know that baby powder bottle, it squishes, and when you squeeze it, it all goes poofy in the air. You want to throw a little spice shaker in your diaper bag with some baby powder, and then you can use the side that sprinkles, okay? How about, this is my favorite. I don't know about you, but in the kitchen, we have very sharp objects, and that seems to be mainly where I get cut, right? And where do we keep our Band-Aids? I don't know about you guys, but in the beginning, I had my Band-Aids in the bathroom, right? Makes sense, right? No, because then you have to leave a trail of blood to the bathroom and go, like, and you're screaming and yelling. I don't know about you, but I did. Guess what? Actually, the top looks like a Band-Aid, doesn't it? Nice little package of Band-Aids right here, because that Band-Aid box, I don't know, it's like deteriorates after a couple uses. All right. So have your Band-Aids in the kitchen. You're going to get cut the most. All right. Love, love, love this for my toothpicks. All right. Let me guys have an open little cute little vase of toothpicks on your countertops. Have you looked inside? I'll let you do that. Okay. So great for toothpicks. Great if you're traveling, going to picnics, whatever, to put your toothpicks on the side of here. Oh, you know what else? Crayons. Crayons are great in here. How many guys have little kids and maybe you go to church or you're in the car for a long drive and want to have something fun for them to do? Crayons. I love Crayola, but their box doesn't last very long. So great again for crayons. And if you happen to keep them in the car in the sunlight, at least it'll melt in here, not all over the car seat. All right. So lots of uses for this. Now I'm going to share another one of my favorite things. You want to save money, of course, buy in bulk. But second, make your own spice blends. All right. So I'm going to share some spice blends for you. And I will post these memes on the Champion site for you. Okay. Right here. Here we go. Let's see where we are. We got some pictures somewhere. Oh, here's one. Southwest Chipotle. Southwest Chipotle. Got it right here. I am telling you, this is probably one of my favorite spices right here. Okay. Paprika, cumin. You're going to put it in a bowl. You want to make sure you whisk it up or shake it up really well. And so it all blends really nicely. I choose not to put sugar. So that's what's so nice about making your own spice blends. One, it's going to cost you less. And two, you're going to control the sodium and the sugar. Okay. If you don't want to use sugar, you don't have to. You don't want to put any salt in there, you don't have to. Okay. So you control the ingredients. You're not putting fillers in here. You're not adding preservatives in here. You're making your own spice blends. All right. So love the Southwest Chipotle. Another one of my favorites, and this is probably my husband's favorite. Yeah, the Italian herb. Okay. There's lots of different recipes out there. This is one of my favorites, of course. The oregano, the basil, the parsley, the onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of salt. I usually don't put that much salt in there, and a little bit of crushed red pepper. Okay. And again, just whisk it all together. You can use this anywhere from salad dressings to marinades to your pasta sauces to spicing up some chicken. Okay. And what did I use tonight? Did I use this one tonight? No, I used a different one. Anyway, let's see what else we got. It is the season for pumpkin spice, guys. This is a great one. I don't know if it aired yet or not, but I did the spice demo and I did the pumpkin spice latte. When did I do that? I did it not long ago. Made the pumpkin spice latte. Okay. So when you're doing your cold brew and you take your coffee grounds and you're going to mix in a tablespoon of your pumpkin spice into the coffee grounds, shake it up, and then do your cold brew, you're going to have that pumpkin spice flavored cold brew. Okay. Then you can add your heated milk to that and some caramel sauce and whatever else you like. You can use this for pumpkin pies. Okay. Any of your fall recipes that need that pumpkin spice flavoring. And if you don't have ginger, that's okay. All right. Add a little more nutmeg or not so much nutmeg. Okay. Too much nutmeg is not good. Okay. I forget why, but it's not. Maybe someone else knows. All right. So anyway, did you know that cinnamon is really, really good for you? It controls your blood sugar levels. So I love cinnamon. A lot of things. They did a test with apple pies and they gave people apple pie for a week and they were expecting the sugar levels to spike. They actually found that their sugar levels stayed nice and even because of the cinnamon. Okay. Cinnamon is also a appetite depressant. Did I say that right? So it makes you feel fuller longer. So I'm always sprinkling cinnamon in my oatmeal in the morning. Okay. So that way I'm not so hungry an hour later. Okay. So it helps you with that too. I think that's all the photos. And then there's this one that has all the different spice blends. When we had spice blends from Tupperware, they gave us the homemade recipes that we could do it ourselves. Okay. So there's a cinnamon vanilla and there's the chipotle and the Italian. What else we got here? And then just a picture of the carousels. Okay. So I highly recommend the Spice Shaker Carousel. So I've got one with all my my herbs and my spice blends. I have another one with all my baking things that I'm going to use all the time for baking, like my cinnamon and nutmeg, cloves and those kind of things for baking. You could have another one just with all your sprinkles. Okay, if you're a cake decorator or cookie decorator, you have all those sprinkles going on. So you can have another one just for sprinkles. So you can use several of these in your home and just spin around and have fun with it. So, and how much is that set on sale for? Right now, $69. You want to have $250 profit in one night? You want to sell in sets, okay? And this is a great one. And later on when the sale is over, and this is another one you could do, buy these sets ahead of time, okay? And then when you go to your parties, okay, you can sell them cash and carry. Yeah, because I don't know about you, but when I buy something like this, I want it right away. All right. Because I want to get excited, I want to get organized, and I want to get money saved. So all right, Pam, who's next?
All right. Thank you so much, Loretta. That was awesome. I do want to tell you, I put in the chat the Tupperware blog, and the blog actually is really interesting because they have over 37 spice blends. I think it's 37, I counted, spice blends. So it's very cool. So get on that Tupperware blog. I put the link in there and find even more spice blends. But I will tell you that Loretta did pick out my favorites too. And she has them so pretty on those graphics. So you might want to use those first. All right. So thank you for that wonderful demo. And do make sure that you find Judy Dougherty's demo that she did too as well on the team page. I put that up there and it is dynamic. Now we need to know how to spice up our set life by selling in sets. Thank you, Loretta. We also need to learn about the pay it forward. Thank you, Ellen. We're going to talk about fundraiser parties with a purpose and how to make $250 in one night still. We're going to have Cheryl Smith. It is a national call. There's a whole bunch of business leaders that went together and got Cheryl Smith to do a training. If you know Cheryl Smith, she used to be with us years ago, an excellent trainer. And I know that she is good old-fashioned Tupperware party. And I really want to tell you that I truly believe she has so much to share, and you'll love learning from her. And so do me a favor and get on this because it's only $10. And once you pay for it, I'll see that it's paid for. I'll send you the link because the $10 goes directly to Cheryl. And it's her way of getting appreciated financially for putting all this time into this amazing training you do not want to miss. When the event is over, there will be a $5 workbook that you can purchase from Cheryl if you'd like to. Not mandatory at all. If you want it, you can get it. If you don't want it, no worries. This was a really fun post that was put together, and I know Jenny tried it and loved it. There were several sales that came out today. I hope you found all of those on the team page. Now it's time to go to our wonderful Bonnie. She is going to share with you how you can make $250 in one night, all kinds of ideas, and it's all legal. All right, let's go, Bonnie.
All right, thanks, Pam. Yes, so one of the fun things in Tupperware is you control your income. Yes, we all love that. And when I first joined Tupperware, and Stephanie Price is on here tonight, and Stephanie was my upline manager, and she has taught me so much in my career. And she would always be talking about, things, and she can tell you that Gary would always say, we don't care about the fun. We don't care about the gifts. We care about the money. Well, he was talking about him, not me. I was there for the fun. Our team name is flat out fun. So I was all about the fun in the beginning. And of course, the money is the biggest reward. People are like, well, what am I going to do if I sell that or get that? You're going to make money. So never forget that you are actually making money when you do your job. Okay. So one of the things you can do to make $250 in one night, and if you guys have ideas, throw it in the chat because we are better together. What about having an all-out party day, right? And that can look a lot of different ways. If you have a super host and you host coach and you plan, obviously $1,000 party is what we're working for. You make $250, right? So that's your first way, is having a really great party. But sometimes we have those parties that don't always quite hit the mark, right? So we want to plan. It's kind of like, you overbook when you're trying to make your goals. You're always booking more than you have. Dave always told us, you can book more parties than you can possibly hold. And they would make us write it in a notebook. I can date more parties than I can possibly hold, and working towards that and overbooking yourself. And Pam Green talked about how she used to have her husband and her kids doing parties because she booked and booked and booked, right? That's what we're talking about. So overbooking and really scheduling yourself heavy. And you could do that by right now with having virtual parties. You could actually do multiple parties all in the same day, even the same time if you're super talented. But you could have multiple messenger parties going on. You could have multiple Facebook parties going on, knowing that they're all going on and you're going to make that money all in one day. Did you know that you could also do some fun things? Like we're having a team bingo in Troy, Ohio on Tuesday, September 26th. And we're super excited. And Pam's going to tell more about that this evening too. But you could have multiple hosts come to the bingo and you're going to make that $250 all in that night. Wouldn't that be amazing if you could have 2 or 3 or 4 hosts come together, play bingo, win Tupperware prizes? That would be fantastic. How about working with 4 people to each sell $250 and turn that all into you? And ta-da, you have $1,000 in sales. Ta-da, you have $250. Maybe you put in 5 people because again, we're over scheduling. We're going with 5 people selling $250. And even if they come up a little short, you're still going to hit that $1,000, right? So always doing that little bit of extra, but getting 5 people to sell 200 or 4 people to sell 250, you've got that 1,000. Now, what are they going to sell? Well, maybe you got super excited hearing Loretta talk about spice shakers and the carousel. Do you know that you could put together the spice shaker set, with the carousel and the shakers and the modular mate set, and that would be $160 worth of Tupperware for $99? That's a really great value. Now, how many of those sets could you sell? How many people could you get to also sell that, right? And then you put that all together. Or pick out an item that you really love, like the silicone mat, right? And this is something that you could easily drop off at an office, a factory. You have somebody who wants to be in charge to be the host and get those small salt and pepper shakers. But if they sold 10 of these, that would be $350. And when you tell them how much you love this silicone mat, that how you never burn cookies anymore because you put this on your baking sheet and it has that extra insulated cover. And even people who have a hard time baking love this because they become an excellent baker when before they were maybe just a little mediocre. I have a sister-in-law. I absolutely love her. She is a terrible cookie baker. I would never tell her that, but she is. We bake every year together and she's not a good baker. However, the silicone mat has made her so much better. If you are looking to save money, instead of buying parchment paper, instead of buying Reynolds wrap, use your silicone mat, whether you are lining your pans or you're covering your ham. Put this over the top instead of foil. Put it on the pan instead of using sprays or parchment paper. Use it for your cookie making, your muffins, your biscuits. Use that for all of those things, and your candy making. This is fantastic. Get them excited. Take this to different people, get them excited, then they go and sell it to their family and friends. And again, you put it all together, and whether you're shipping it directly to that person or you're doing one bulk order and then you're going to deliver it, you can really make a lot of money doing things like that. Or the big red bowl, right? $24. Oh my goodness, for the 42 cup maxi bowl on the flyer right now. So there are pieces that you can take and just focus on 1 or 2 items or a big set. Like the spice carousel, or add to it and do the oval modular mate set and sell those items. And you could have that all out party day or all out product day where you personally are working with people to bring those sales in together. How many of you are, you love to host, you love to entertain? Have you had your own open house? Have you had your own fall stop and shop? Have you had your own test kitchen party? Pam Green and some of her Green Giants a few years ago, they came up with the test kitchen idea, and it brought people to them, and they were doing test kitchen. Well, what's that? Well, they're playing with the Tupperware, making recipes. Who doesn't like to play with Tupperware and eat? Hello, they can come in, sit around your bar, and you get to play with the supersonic chopper, or make buffalo chicken dip using the grill and the chopper, or, you know, there's so many things that you can do with our products. But have a test kitchen night. Bring the people into you, and you'll just have a really great time. And of course, you have your cash and carry on display, right? So again, you're bringing that income in. You are selling your cash and carry on the spot. You're dating parties to do something else, or maybe just dating them to come back to your test kitchen and bring some different friends next month. So all these different ways they're going to increase your income, increase your customer base, right? And again, making $250 can be pretty easy when you're doing things like that, between selling cash and carry, having them ordering the things that you are using, and it works out for everybody. So there's so many fun things you can do. In your virtual world, in your VIP group, you could do a special all-out party day, and every time you hit a level, you give out something different. You don't even have to tell them what the levels are. Oh, we just need 1 more order or 3 more orders, and we're going to do the next level. And maybe you're giving away the small hourglass salt and pepper shakers. You're giving away the mini salt and pepper shakers. You're giving away the host gift special. You're giving away the new ultimate silicone bag for half price, you know, different things like that. And again, you're taking those orders and you're putting it together in one big party, and you're using the host rewards to give away to people. And at the same time, you are getting them excited. You are getting Tupperware into their homes, and you're making $250, because if you engage a lot of people, you are going to make more money. One more idea that you have, and we've already touched on a little bit with the pay it forward parties, with all the new things coming in the October flyer, and there's going to be some training shared, and Pam has some great documents. She's going to be sharing some ideas from some other leaders in Tupperware. But you can use the pink products and do a fundraiser to benefit maybe a local cancer center or a family, like Ellen was talking about, paying it forward. You could actually take the proceeds and go towards a certain family or fund. Or you could even sell like the 2 quick shakes. You sell them for $18. And when people buy the quick shakes, they pay for the quick shakes. You're donating the quick shakes to the cancer center, and the cancer patients can use our quick shakes to shake up those protein shakes or some of the drinks, that because maybe they can't eat solid foods, and just having that liquid all the time. It's all about staying hydrated. So selling those, and if you charge $18 for the 2, that gives you an extra $1 to go towards the shipping and tax. You're donating the products, people feel good about it, and it's a win-win for everybody. And if you get that to take off, you could sell a lot of those and make a lot of money. And at the same time, you'd be making a really big donation to the cause, and you're getting your bonuses and things like that, which is going to help with your income, because you're going to be giving up a little bit with the shipping and tax. But keep in mind, if you're doing that, if you sell the 2 quick shakes for $18, it's a local order. Everything is shipping to you. People are just paying for the product, and then you're donating the product to that cancer center or a hospital, whatever it might work for you in your area. Another idea is somebody shared was having some of those pink items on there, and they went ahead and they added $5 to the price on the sale flyer. Each item they added $5, and then they added $1 shipping to it. Again, it's a bulk order, so people are paying you through your other means, Venmo, Cash App, cash check, whatever, and you're having everything shipped to you, and then you are delivering or having them pick up, and you can have a pickup party at your house, again, where you can have more cash and carry items, different things on display, so you can date parties, maybe recruit some new team members. But we're going to be sharing more about doing some fundraisers. And now's the time to really be putting your fundraiser hat on so that you can submit those pink fundraisers the very first week of October, get off the month to a really fast start. So hopefully these are all some ideas for you, how you can make $250 in one day by working your different avenues of your business, whether you are in person or virtual or doing that combination of different parties. So take it away, Pam.
All right, that's make $250, sell 1,000. Awesome. Way to go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bonnie, you did wonderful. So many great ideas. All right. Okay, this is the bingo party that we were talking about. Our Tupperware bingo, I've posted this already on our team page under events for the 26th of September. This is going to be in Troy. This kind of gives you a rough idea of what goes on. We're going to play 2 to 3 rounds of bingo. They get their cards by bringing their phone and bringing a friend and being a host if they'd like to be your host. And then when we play bingo, we also give them cards when they submit it, give an order and things like that. Queen and queen, the people that come in with the most outside orders before the party starts. Dollar mania is we say, let's give away for $1 after we talk about something. And big is BIG, where we get rid of the BINGO and just keep the BIG because the N and the O are negative. And we want to have so much fun and we play one last round of bingo and have somebody wins a big gift. We also will do raffles that night. So you might want to tell your people to go ahead and bring some extra cash because we'll have some really fun raffles to do too. And the next page is the invitation. This is actually available for you in this pretty black if you're doing social media, or I also have this available in a white that is also up there so that you can use that if you're actually going to print it for to a page. All right, next was our salt and pepper shaker idea. We posted that already on the team page. Find that, and even the word choices. When people comment on it or like it, you can certainly send them a private message. And next is our sale that just came out. This bowl is so cute. You need to go to the dollar store. This sale starts on Monday. You need to go to the dollar store today. And if you have this black bowl, you need to get the cling art. It looks so cute on there. And it makes it look like a pumpkin face or pumpkin eyeballs, all that kind of stuff. Super, super cute. I'll make sure I have lots of pictures posted for that for you guys to use for your social media. And this is our Fiesta sale, fall Fiesta, celebrating our Hispanic heritage that we have here in our Tupperware sales teams and also customers. And next we have a special for our hosts leading up to Record Breaker. So they're going to have their party, hold their party, and close their party before Record Breaker and do their second party during Record Breaker, because this cake taker, this is my favorite cake taker. You would slide it down and it becomes a pie taker or a cheesecake taker. Slide it up and it's a double layered cake taker. Only $19 to any of our hosts who have that party of $350. Then we also have the glass option, which is our premium glass, or the mandolin for $25. Oh my goodness, I loved it. Yesterday, Ellen said, what'd she say? Oh, the scoop is to my meatballs as to what the mandolin is to my vegetable soup or something like that. It was so cute. I'm like, oh my God, that's so funny. All right, so next, oh wait, that's not next. This is what we want to talk about. This is what Bonnie was talking about. Donate to a warrior, $18 for the 2. And when you sell them, you are going to donate them to a good cause. It may be a women's shelter. It may be the hospital. You know, this is such a great idea, and people will buy these and donate them for you. And so you have this available, a special drawing for everybody that will purchase a set for donation. Oftentimes they're not able to eat and only liquid power drinks and stuff like that. This is really quick on the go, easy for them to have and always use. All right. And it won't leak like other brands. And so it's so important for you to give the very best. And then this is a full fundraiser of all the October items. And again, this is going to be shipping to one house. And so the shipping is not included because $5 from each product is raised. And so it's kind of going into a big pot, and the profit from the $5 will go to the organization. So I would use that with an organization. For instance, anybody that's doing the walk, a walk for breast cancer or something like that, they could run a fundraiser with this and have great success. Okay. And next we have some sets. Now this is a set, $120 set. Look at all that Tupperware. Oh my goodness. A complete baking set. September the 27th through the 25th. And like I said, guys, some of those things may not last. And this is your game plan. I posted this tonight, 16 days, and you're just a couple days behind. Get on board. And today, just really get focused on what you can do every single day to make this a huge success for you. You can date as many parties as possible. If you can't do them all, we'll help you. All right. Date like crazy. And get excited. Tupperware is going to reward you over these next 2 weeks for holding tons of parties. And go ahead. The next gift is from Tupperware. Over the next 2 weeks, you can get up to 2 of these. A beautiful set. And boy, wouldn't this be a nice gift set for your largest seller in the month of October, for instance. Your biggest party. You have beautiful artwork that you can use there and make a flyer with it. And I will tell you, I just think this is such a fun set for summertime and anytime. All right. All right. So next, you are going to get rewarded. Also, we are doing level up weeks with Tupperware and ramp up to record breaker. And they are asking every single Salesforce member to submit an order. The number one personal sales in each company. So who will that be? I don't know. It's going to be tough. We have some very talented sales reps. Will be get a surprise pack from Tupperware, plus be entered into a drawing for an additional surprise pack. So how fun is that? So for the next 2 weeks, when we make our goal of 488, we will have this beautiful gift given to us. And so if you've submitted an order, you will have a chance to win this. And so each team member with $1 or more counts. And so it can't be sales aids. It has to be a Tupperware order. But this is so exciting. So Tupperware is looking at team count. Managers also, you want to look at your team count because they are going to be doing challenges for team count. So get your team count up there. And so you can be recognized for the 25, the 50, the 75, the 100 team members. All right, next we want to share with you that I am doing something too. And so, not me, we, Jim and I are going to give you a chance to earn your own fundraising shirt that you can use the entire month of October. We want you to earn it right away. I've actually already ordered the shirts in some sizes and the logo. And so we can start printing these up and getting this up really fast so that you can have them for your fundraiser event. What a great fundraiser shirt. We do not say it says support squad and it says Tupperware cares, because we do. And so you're going to get that shirt for just $10 when you submit an order in the next 2 weeks. All right. And so if you submit a $200 order in the next 2 weeks, you're going to get that beautiful shirt for just $10. Now it is XX through 4X are $15. But what a fun shirt to be wearing to all of your events, right? Personal sales, let's give it up. All right, let's clap and cheer out loud for our personal sellers, because there's some great ones in here. This is the last week. Crystal Mans and Melissa Kelly. Marianne Miller, congratulations. Nikki Micah, woo, over $1,000. Pam Green, over $1,000. Number 5, Cheryl Kyber, welcome back, over $1,000. Christina Moreau, 2,700, 2,900. Bonnie. And number 2, Sarah Troyer at 3,100. And number 1, Loretta DeSenza Kyber at 3,900. Congratulations, superstars. All right. And then our unit sales, congratulations. Christy Jackson, over 1,000. Lori Morris, 1,100. Sarah Weaver and Lisa Shea, congratulations at 12. And Lisa was on today at the, if you noticed, the national, no, it was the Blue Fire training. Lisa and Ellen and Jenny trained at noon, at 2 o'clock, and then at 6 o'clock, Amy and Jessica trained. So boy, oh boy, they were so good. And I forward them to our team page. Congratulations, Lisa Shea. Angela Neisel, 13, Lori Auburn, 1,700. Candace Jones, 2,000. Unit sales. Number 3 is Michelle Ringo at 2,000. Pam Green at 27. And number 1 is Angela Robo at 38. Congratulations. All right, and then our team sales, congratulations for the week. We have Jennifer Cheatham, Pat Fraley, Nikki Micah, Amy Gardner, Ellen Lewis. Congratulations, Manel Franklin at 3,000, Jessica Gordon at 38, Bonnie Alexander at 44, Loretta at 9,500, and PC Champs, congratulations at 13. All right, next, Loretta didn't want you to see I beat her team. All right, next we have org sales, congratulations. And we have Amy Gardner, number 4, number 3, Bonnie Alexander, number 2, Loretta DeCenzo Tiber, and number 1, Ellen Lewis at 11,000 org sales. Congratulations. All right, recruiting. We need to pick up our recruiting. We have 4, number 4, Marianne Miller, Pam Green, number 3 with 1, Loretta with 1, and personal recruiting, and Manel Franklin with 4. Congratulations, yay. And then unit recruiting, congratulations. We have Pam Green with 1, and team recruiting, congratulations. We have PC Champs, Loretta DeCenzo Tiber with 2, and Manel Franklin with 4. Congratulations. And then also org recruiting, congratulations. Loretta with 2 with her org. Congratulations. All right, guys, that was fun. And we can just tell you that we have got so much happening. Really want to encourage you, especially if you are newer to the business, you need to hear the training from Cheryl. And also do me a favor and get this week as a week of learning and get in and dig into the training on the Blue Fire region. FSRC region page, FSRC page also has new training coming out every single week. And most importantly, tomorrow night, Cheryl, I really highly want to recommend to invest in yourself. $10. People would pay $100 to see her. Not everybody has this opportunity that you have. And so let's jump on it for only $10 and get some of the best training you're going to hear. And, it's kind of like old school meets new world. And it's a really good training on the things that work yesterday and today. All right. That was so fun. Thank you guys so much for all that you do. And let's keep letting people win Pam swag. I will have more reasons out there this week to win Pam swag. All right. It's been a crazy night. Thank you. I can't wait till my laptop's back. All right, guys. Have a great night. Don't forget to say your ahas on tonight because that's the way you thank the trainers. And they did such a good job. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.